Oh my God, processing. I have the picture that you guys put together.
Yeah, no, it's not in South Point. It's in
How are you doing?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Study up the bus and the bus trip back. You got us over here?
Yeah, it's your home.
Oh, we're home. That's right.
I think you got us right. I think we're good.
Hey, Mike, do we have to do anything on this?
Oh yeah, this is old. Tom's using
Brand new, dude.
Okay.
All right, good evening, everyone, from the South Suburban Sports Complex here in Highlands Ranch. It's the Regis Jesuit Raiders against the Mountain Vista. What are they, Tom?
I was just
Are
about
they
to
the
pull it
Eagles?
up. You caught me early.
Okay, I caught you early. Sorry about that. So I will.
You are right, though. The Golden Eagles.
The Golden Eagles. So one of my first memories as a Regis hockey parent was listening to my broadcast partner tonight, broadcasting games when Avery was a freshman and his son Colin was a senior, and welcoming Tom Mahalik back to the broadcast booth with us.
Thanks,
Tom.
John.
How you doing?
John, it's good to be back. Not gonna lie to you, I have missed Regis hockey.
And it's a big night. It's a big night for Tom. So he's got another son starting off his Regis career tonight.
Yep, Evan suiting up here in number 10.
Suiting up in number 10, warming up. Just Evan's a center on the Raiders varsity team and making his first start or appearance tonight for the Raiders. So Tom, why don't you do the honors and go through the lineups for us?
Sounds good. Well, starting out, big guns going across the middle. Ian Beck will be centering up Nolan Williams and Parker Brinner as they get things started for the Raiders. Vinny Cieslak will center up Edison Barnes, and Anthony Otero stepping in the lineup.
Okay.
I should say scratches this evening. We have a sick Reese Peterson, a injured Alex Gregory, and Jack Daly and Ryder Worth also are scratches today on the back end. Evan Mahalik will be centering up Harry Sorensen and Avery Osgood. Thank you very much. And we'll give a little shout out to Harry Ott, who prints out Avery Brennick on the sheet. But we all know Osgood's in the lineup, and I'm really looking forward to Evan being on the line with Avery.
It's
tonight.
going to be fun.
Should be a lot of fun. Alex Warot's going to center up Drew Fate and Andrew Brennick, and that'll take care of your four forwards lines. Dylan Paranjape locking things down with Jake Kroll on the back end. Luke Damrath and Jeremy Kornmesser is going to be in the lineup opposite of Luke. And then Zach Lorenzo, the steady senior, opposite of Cedar Regan. So
right.
6D running four lines of forwards. And in the net tonight, Easton Sparks, backed up by Shea Porter. And Raiders, this ought to be interesting. Your thoughts knowing what we've seen of Mountain Vista so far this year?
Well, Mountain Vista off to a 4-1 start. I know they've picked up a few players for the Chassa season, so this is going to be definite challenge for the Raiders. Thought the Raiders had a pretty solid weekend last weekend with that big victory over Ralston Valley on Friday night, and then obviously the tie game against Cherry Creek on Saturday afternoon. I think the Raiders felt like, they deserved to get that game, but a good starting weekend and 3 games this weekend. Looking forward to the first one here.
Well, you get this early chassis start right before you go into the winter break, right? So you kind of jump on it, and then you hit the brakes and take a couple much-needed weeks for the kids to get a breather after school and whatnot. But you get this early start, and it's always a nice little measuring stick, I'm sure, for the coaching staff of where we headed, how do we look out of the gate, and what do we want to focus on as we get into January and the bulk of that chassis schedule. Obviously, everybody gearing up to early March and the playoffs. But these early games are so important, right? You get off to a good start, and it really sets a tone as you come out of the break.
Yeah.
So excited, really excited to see how the Raiders look.
Yeah, and we'll see how we'll let the PA announcer go through the starting lineups here, and we'll get rolling in a minute here.
Starting from Vista, number 6, Nicholas Bryson. Number 14, Aiden Reddy. Number 19, Matthew Strong. And starting goal tonight, Ethan Tito. Now the Raiders starting lineup. Number 4, Nolan Williams. Number 5, Zachary Lorenzo. Number 8, Cedar Reagan. Number 17, Ian Beck. Number 18, Parker Brenner. And number 33, Easton Sparks. Now, if you'll please stand and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Here we go.
Yeah, nice little contingent over there for Mountain Vista for sure tonight.
Nice
I don't
turnout.
know if maybe school's out for them already.
Maybe there's no finals at public school. Well, the Raiders had the teddy bear toss last weekend, which I'm sure drew a pretty good crowd.
Pretty good crowd. Excellent crowd. Amazing turnout. Wouldn't have been able to do the teddy bear toss here because of this netting right here. But yeah, it always works out pretty well to do the teddy bear toss over at Family Sports, and yeah, very exciting. So and a good start for the Raiders, winning 4-1 in that first matchup. So
I think I always like to see, Raiders perennially have been a puck possession, puck moving team. Physical when they need to be, but so much more about puck possession and movement. And so it'll be nice to see if they can use their foot speed and get out to a quick start here. See how things match up. I'm sure there'll be a feeling out period.
Yep, a strong skating team. I think that's what we felt like from the jump in the CPHL season with this team. So, and away we go here.
As the season continues. All right, played in quickly into the zone here. Vista drops that one back. Cuts down the boards, cut off there on the far side by Cedar Regan, and comes up onto the near side boards. Fed through the middle for Beck. Beck comes through, gets the handoff pass, deflected, but Brenner comes up with it. Loses it off, and Beck will play high. Zach Lorenzo's shot.
Good solid start. Good shot by Zach Lorenzo with the Mountain Vista netminder squared up. So.
A little traffic in front would be nice, and I'm sure that's coming, but getting pucks in the net, getting offensive zone presence, absolutely important. Forecheck pressure comes on right away from Nolan Williams. So Nolan stays on, tries to puck something loose. Not able to do so as Vista feeds it through.
Turnover that gets created. Oh, Nolan just unable to quite get a handle on that. So Mountain Vista come the other way.
Yeah, Beck going to the net. It was nice to see it. Opportunity for Nolan to feed him. Instead comes down in the Raiders zone. But as you see it feed back, Raiders are going to kind of get a feel for what this is trying to do defensively. And I think play smart if you can. Find your opportunities. Get that breakout a little bit more steady, and then press the offensive advantage when they can. So this is forced back in their own end.
A little D-to-D pass. That might be, no, it's not going to be icing. Easton Sparks plays that. I wonder if it would have been. But
I think it might have been if Easton wouldn't have played it, but we'll take the defensive zone face-off.
Sure. Got a good face-off guy out there, Vincent Cieslak. He'll take this one and win it, and Luke Damrath controls.
See how it goes on the far side board. Damrath's going to try and dig that loose, and does, but it gets on the stick here of Vista as they come near side D. Played off the stick and down. Pressure from Otero come quickly.
Another sort of and this here it is. Another staple for the Raiders is this hard forecheck, and if the Raiders can really develop it and start it off early on in this game.
There's Otero and Cieslak trying to put some pressure on, but working the near side boards. Vista is able to bang it up and out. That should be icing going all the way down.
Should be good hard forechecking shift for Anthony Otero right there. His first chance of varsity shift. All right, so out with, let's see, we got, well, here it is, Tom.
Here we go, the first draw for Evan Mahalik in the zone. Tap loose and controlled by the Raiders. This is what you want. Cycled up high, shot to the net. Alexian score! Look at that! Jake Kroll, thank you very much.
Jake Kroll with the goal right there. Oh, I was looking for our replay. Let's see.
Back up top, Jape gets the space. Could have been a deflection there, potentially.
Maybe a deflection.
Harry might have got a piece of that.
Let's see if we can see it better here.
Can't tell. I think that's going to be Kroll's. I think that's going to be Jake's goal.
Yeah, I think so. Jake Kroll with the goal. He had 2 assists last weekend, leading the Raiders right now in assists. So a good start for Jake Kroll.
And just a nice screen in front.
Yeah.
You know, Harry just taking off the eyes. Using
that big body right there. Using that big body and getting in the way.
That's exactly the start you want to see out of the Raiders.
Ooh. You don't want to see that, though.
Through the crease. Looked like there was a calm little play there by Easton Sparks. He wasn't too worried.
All right, the Raiders coming back the other way. Sorensen looking for, whiffs.
Well, Jape jumps up in the play, as we love to see, because with his speed and his stick skills, he's just an extra man on the attack.
That's right, and Raiders will get a line change there. Good shift for that Evan McCulloch line. He's +1 already, Tom.
He'll take it. Let the boys do the work. There's a nice shot across again, and Lorenzo couldn't quite get that one on net, but through the crease, no deflection there to be had.
And that'll be on net, so that will not be icing.
But right away, you see the Raiders got some jump, and oh, there's a tough turnover. Quick shot, saved by Easton Sparks.
Yeah, Sparks had a pretty good weekend last weekend. 3 goals against. Can't ask much more out of your goaltender in 2 games than just to stop the puck like that. He was really consistent last weekend, so good start for him right now. Zach Lorenzo up top. Got that Brenner, Beck, Williams line back on the ice right now, working on the forecheck.
And when you get Beck driving the net, working with his speed, he and Nolan know each other so well. You know there's going to be opportunities generated by that line.
Him and Nolan, and then getting Parker Brenner back in the mix after that pretty brutal injury he sustained in the CPHL season, and getting him back as quickly as we did. I mean, it's remarkable. I wish I could recover like that these days, Tom.
Yeah, we don't recover like a 17-year-old, not anymore. But you can tell Parker's too, just getting his legs, but he's starting to get his foot speed back. You see it in practice. He's starting to find that energy again.
You saw it on that
recovery.
You saw it on that that mini breakaway he got last week with on a great pass from Ian Beck and putting it away against Cherry Creek. So Raiders break out with here comes Cieslak breaking out, looking for Eddie Barnes.
Yeah, that jumped through the stick of Otero as they were trying to move it ahead quickly. Otero had a little gap there on the D, but unfortunately popped off his stick and the D controls for Vista. But Otero right on it.
Yeah, Otero looks good these first 2 shifts for sure. You know, Otero had one game, he had multiple JV games or varsity games in CPHL, but he had one in particular, his first one, where he scored 2 goals against East. So.
And right away, Vista's looking maybe a little, I won't say tentative, but definitely playing back, a little bit on their heels.
Yep.
And so we'll see if Vista can find a way to push forward, maybe mount a response to that early goal off the stick of Crowell. But right now, Raiders seem to have a little bit of the offensive flow, a little bit of the offensive zone pressure, and now we're going to get another draw here in the offensive zone. So Drew Fate's going to be out there along with Brinnick, and I believe that's Alex Warrott.
Alex Warrott taking the face off with Drew Fate on the left wing and Brennick on the right.
And there's a nice keep at the point again by Jake as he fires that down deep.
Well, Jake will put the puck on the net as we saw on that first shot, and nice to see him get rewarded for doing so.
And that's one way that Vista may try to stretch the ice, is a little bit more stretch passes, trying to find deep breakouts, as they've thrown a couple up ice now.
Right.
Trying to get a little bit of a stretch, but Raider D should be solid, as you see right there.
Wow, that was a good shot. That was Joppe right there with a very solid, and almost stunned the goaltender.
I think there was a cutting body that just took his eyes off the puck, and it kind of handcuffed him. He had to fight it off. Now back through, though. Let's see what defensively we can do here as Vista loses another battle at the blue line. Raiders send it all the way down, no ice. See the far side there. Ian Beck always up on the forecheck pressure, trying to get something going. Near side.
Good pressure there from Joppe. And it does look like Vista's trying to stretch these forwards, these wings, almost at the blue line. They had 2 stretching at the blue line right there, so Raiders got to watch out for that for sure.
Yeah, defensive readiness, both forwards through the neutral zone, trying to catch players so that they don't have that free stretch, but the D just managing their gaps. That's probably the most important thing. Don't get too deep. Try and meet that puck up high, somewhere between the blue and the red line.
Yep.
And prevent that easy breakout or the quick transition with too much space to work with. So Raiders will ice one and take it back down into the deep end here. So we'll go back to defensive zone.
And got Vincent Cieslak out there taking defensive zone face-off. and wins it, and the Raiders control with Cedar Regan down below the net. Outlet pass. Oh, there's going to be a penalty on Barnes.
It's going to be a holding call on Eddie. He just got wrapped up with him. And
yep, he's going to get a hold for sure.
You know, he's trying to get around and gain position, but whenever you take that hand off the stick and get your arm up on that shoulder or on the arm, anything coming around from the backside with a free hand, it's going to get called.
That's right. That's right.
And you know, he's going to the right spot. It's not like a lazy penalty. It's just trying to be aggressive and gets caught in a bad position.
One problem that creates, though, Barnes is one of our better, is probably maybe our best penalty killer on the team. And that takes him out for 2 minutes, but good job by Ian Beck. Didn't quite get that puck out of the zone, and Mountain Vista will control. So
well, there you see right away, Vista gets one to the net. Now they're working the umbrella high, shot from the point. Nice glove there from Easton Sparks, seeing it the whole way through. Yeah, Beck, I mean, you put Beck and Nolan out there. I mean, as I always like to say, a penalty here for the Raiders is just a shorthanded scoring opportunity.
Yep, with that speed for sure. And Raiders clear all the way down the ice, and Mountain Vista will have to regroup with 1:30 left here in the Vista power play.
And right there you see it, Williams challenging at the Vista blue line.
Yep.
And they're just eating time off the clock down to 1:20 left here in the power play at 9:10 of the first period. Excuse me. So right there.
And now we've got Harry Sorensen coming in. Oh, that's going to be a goal.
Yeah. Overplay by the netminder. He made his choice. He came out. You do that, you've got to get that puck clear. It's got to come out of the zone.
I think you get an assist for Sorensen, creating the turmoil there, and then Dylan Paranjape finishes it off. Raiders with a shorthanded goal.
I do believe I mentioned.
As predicted.
Nostradamus at work yet again. And the Raiders go up 2-0 off the stick of Dylan Paranjape.
There we go. So 2 defenseman goals to start off this game. Not a bad thing for sure. And the Vista power play continues. 1 minute remaining on the holding penalty to Edison Barnes.
And the Raiders will take that all day because they get that opportunity. And you can't fault the netminder for coming out. He committed. He just didn't get on the puck the way he wanted. He needed to clear that out of the zone. Oh, they do call it unassisted.
Wow. I'd give Harry an assist for that. I mean, he definitely created the turmoil that resulted in that goal. But
I believe the Terriot stat sheet will probably show an assist.
I think it will. I think it will.
Sorensen. Well, Vista now.
Here we go. Sorensen coming the other way. Let's see what he can do with it.
Slip move is nice. Waiting for help. Decides to fire. Forces
Harry
a
Sorensen.
save.
Becoming quite the penalty killer in his own right, for sure.
He's picking up that slack, says to his buddy Edison Barnes, I got you covered, my friend.
And that'll kill the remainder. Barnes penalty. Barnes comes out, and looks like Avery Osgood comes on.
Ooh, collision at center ice. Avery in number 38 for Vista.
Yeah, just
had a meet and greet.
Just sort of a nothing you can do about it type of play there.
And I like the non-call there.
No
as no interference call. There wasn't, that was definitely a mid-ice collision, which you don't like to see, but luckily both players up and going, and puck ends up in the Raiders' zone, but covered up nicely there by Easton Sparks.
Yeah, definitely a no-call type of deal. Just sort of one of those. They just ran into each other at the red line right there, and. We'll tell Avery to keep his head up a little bit more next time. So
defensive zone face-off from Mahalik. He'll win that back for Damrath and see if the Raiders can get an escape quickly here up the boards.
Mahalik controls through the. He's going to be offside. Avery Osgood's going to bring the puck in offsides.
Smart body play by the Vista defender there. He says, I'm not sure if I can get the puck, which I think he did. But then stood him up there at the blue line, and we'll reset, take a face-off there.
Yep, 7:19 here left in the first. Mahalik with the face-off and wins it back to, we'll call that a win, to Zach Lorenzo for sure.
Raiders get that deep, nope, chipped out by Vista. Raiders touch up. Vista comes away. So far, Vista not able to establish a real offensive zone presence, and the Raiders are moving. Come on, Harry.
Harry was looking for a drop pass to Osgood.
Read nicely by Vista there. As
Yep.
Golden Eagles pick that one off, force the Raiders back to their own blue line. Well, dump in by Sorsen, we'll get the line change, get the Beck line back out here. Beck's usually good for a 1-on-4 check, making it hard for Vista here. Although if you watch Vista as they're trying to work through the middle, Raiders doing a good job in the neutral zone. There's
really
another
good
example by Lorenzo.
Yeah, just controlling the neutral zone and creating several neutral zone turnovers. Brenner with a shot just wide to the right.
This line should be able to dump and go. See if Nolan can win a puck battle here. Nice play by Vista, far side. And back up through the middle. Good transition in, but first back there to it is going to be Jake Crowell, I believe. Indeed.
That took an interesting bounce right there.
Well, that was more of a home ice bounce for Vista, even though we're wearing the home white. So there's your stretch, huh?
Yeah,
With
Parker Brenner looking for Taryn Joppe back the other way, and the Raiders will have to retreat.
Yeah,
great back check work there by Parker Brenner. Looked good right there.
Raiders should have an area move here. If he can tap it, nope. Quick jump forces it back. So Jake will regroup here on the near side for Joppe. Gets tapped through. There's the good lift.
Okay, Drew Fate.
Fate backhand, poked in. Oh, Warrock almost got a piece.
Almost got that little rebound. Definitely saw his opportunity there. Nice play by Drew Fate with the stick lift. And then brings it into the zone. Raiders almost with a 3-0 lead with 5:14 left here in the first.
Yeah, key save by the netminder there. And then the quick cover because Warrock was on his way. Looking for any kind of rebound he could poach on there. Well, there's a little bit of foot speed there.
Yeah, number 11 does have some foot speed for sure. Nice body work there by Andrew Brennick. And here come the Raiders with Fate getting it to the middle line, and Luke Damrath, another defenseman who'll jump into the play for sure.
I love watching Luke's development as a player. Just his confidence level this year is skyrocketing.
His confidence, he's like Iron Man on this team, I think. He's just really, really solid.
Yeah. Knows how to play his blue line, but always has been a blue liner, more of a responsible blue liner. Now he's finding that offensive balance where he knows he can jump up in the play, knows he has his coverage, can trust those guys to cover the point, and still he has the foot speed to make it back in position. So it gives him that opportunity to expand his game this year, which we've seen in the number of CPHL games I got to catch, and I'm sure you guys saw lots more of it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I really enjoy watching Luke and the patience that he shows handling the puck in all different situations. Barnes looking up top, but somehow Cedar Regan gets hit pretty hard there at the blue line, and Mountain Vista will look to come the other way. Good back check work by Vincent Cieslak coming back on the defensive side.
That's the transition we want to see from the Raiders. As Otero gets it deep, and you've got to recognize, absorb that contact, get that puck in deep, and it gives an opportunity as Lorenzo works the far side. Well, this is trying to lock it down a little bit more in their offensive zone. Raiders still able to keep the pressure on.
Yep, looking for that stretch pass right there.
Shot goes wide, though, of Sparks as he kind of reads that one, lets it fly wide on the near side boards. And get a little scrum here as the Raiders try to dig one out in the corner. Cieslak's there, but it comes onto a Vista stick. Nice deflection.
Save. Wow.
Boy, that was a good deflection in front. What a pickup there and a read by Easton to pick that off and knock that free.
Well, it's good positioning there by Easton Sparks for sure.
There goes Edison. Quick snap through the middle. Shot goes wide, but Eddie can circle back, throws it towards the net or rim far side. Crowell's first one down. But Raiders will get caught in a change here, which might give us a chance to get out, except for Perrin Joppe being there to dump it deep. Vista a little trapped in their own end right here as the top line comes out for the Raiders. And
Yep.
And
I mean, I think you see Terriot smelling blood right here.
Oh,
a little
off the
bit.
pipe. Hits the post, Parker Brenner, and there's shot score off the stick of Ian Beck.
There we go.
I was just about to comment that Mountain Vista can't be very happy. They're down 2-0, and Ian Beck hasn't even found the net yet.
Yep, and and you see the Raiders leaning very heavy on that Beck, Brenner, Williams line, and I think you see that opportunity. And I think Terry's seeing the opportunity to really, and the coaching staff for that matter, seeing the opportunity to really press the play and create a 3-0 advantage for the Raiders with 2:39 left here in the first.
Such a clean first period so far for the Raiders. This is harkens back a little bit to the other night when I was at the Avs game, watching them just cut out to a fast start on Buffalo. If the Raiders learn anything from that Avalanche game, it's teams will keep coming at you, so you got to keep the foot on the pedal.
Definitely.
Well, there you go. Osgood gets it in deep, and there's Harry to pick up on support in the corner. Kill released by Avery. He fights off. It's knocked down.
That puck comes out to the top. Kroll with another shot right there.
Hollick tried to get a deflection there off the pad. That whistle just wide of the net. Evan comes through, gets a nice little check on number 8 there. And Jake's back to pick that puck up and tries to stretch, but lucky break there as it gets through a couple of Vista sticks.
Here comes Ian Beck. He's looking for, he had Sorensen breaking through the slot right there.
You can't argue much on Ian Beck snapping off a wrist shot.
No, definitely not. I think that was actually the right play. I don't think he could see him.
And in terms of positioning, if Sorensen's able to drive, that comes off the pad, you never know.
Right.
Could be that perfect deflection for the follow-up. The Raiders now a little bit back in their own end here. Going to have to D up quickly here on Vista as they're trying to cycle out of the corner. Nice play by Beck and knocked down and up and out it comes. Sorensen jumping up.
Yeah, Sorensen having a nice first period. Boy, a heavy hit right there. And the Vista crowd enjoyed that. They haven't enjoyed much this period, but they enjoyed that. So D-to-D pass there for Vista in front. Ooh, nice hit there by Luke Damarath.
Now 2-on-1 developing, back across, and we're going to get a whistle and an offsides. Delayed, but called nonetheless. As he caught up and said, I'm sorry, I think you crossed that blue line just a little early.
And 41 seconds left here in the first.
Raiders with a nice solid 3-0 effort here to start things off. And
yeah, great start, great start. You almost don't want to have that, you know, we get that that break in between the periods, in between all periods in Chassa, and you almost don't want it with the momentum that the Raiders have right now. A good play there by Barnes, kicking it in, and Otero comes in on the forecheck.
Yeah, there's the dump out from Vista, which coming back, Edison's there to pick it up. Snaps it off of Damarath, but that deflects it onto a Vista stick. Vista looking for a late opportunity with 10 seconds now in the period. Cycles, need to get a shot off, blocked off a leg, goes wide of Sparks to the near side. Raiders should be able to eat that hopefully on the near side boards and do. Flipped out.
And that will kill the rest of the time in the period. So 3-0 Raiders after one period. Great start for the Raiders.
Trip to the locker room can mean so many different things that the ice make. For Vista, it's going to be regroup and talk about what they want to do right. Maybe just touch on briefly the things they might not have done so well.
But
Raiders.
For the Raiders, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank God they got Terry out on the bench. He should be able to find something to critique.
Well, he's smiling over there. We don't see that too much.
Calmly sending the boys off to go get some water, a little bit of a rest.
I mean, he's dressed pretty dapperly tonight too, with that.
I like that black
blue,
underneath
with that
the blue.
black and blue. Wow, that's getting in the spirit here. So
everybody's chests are ready tonight.
That's right. So 17 minutes gone. We'll be back shortly.
See you folks shortly. 3-0 Raiders, end of one.
What's that? Yes, I was
Correction on the Raiders' second goal, scored at 9 minutes of the first period, by number 24, Kevin Jaffe. Assist has been added to number 37, Harry Sorensen.
I got worried when he got knee to knee with something.
Woodley announced the change while you were up top. Changed, corrected the scoring, gave Harry the assist on that goal.
That's right.
Correction was made.
I was like, Dylan's play doesn't happen without Harry going
Harry
up
made
there.
Harry definitely made that play happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a damn good shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think the goalie going
Very
back.
nice to meet you. Great. Who are your sons?
My
Avery
son,
Osgood.
Avery Osgood,
Yes.
Travis Crow.
Hi.
Evan Mahalik.
Evan, and your names are?
John.
Tom. I'm running your name. Girish. Girish. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I introduce myself to you.
Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. Travis Crow. Nice to meet you. Who's your son? Okay.
I know, that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Okay.
He called me to go
Yeah, I'm a theology
drive
teacher.
out.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of the Jesuits.
And that was
What
high
gives it
school
away?
I found out she's one of the
No, I
drive out
didn't.
with
Is
her
it junior?
family and go watch the game.
Well, he graduated last.
Oh, I just came.
Well, you just came.
Yeah,
So
Brandon.
He gets home tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's down there. He just
I know,
after
he's at Creighton.
he'll be
Oh!
around. He'll at least get to catch Monday.
That is wonderful. Which one is it? Blue sweatshirt?
So, but I know we won't be broadcasting that one. It'll be
All right,
good.
maybe I'm going to go up this one.
You're like, well, I got no Monday game.
What year? What year?
Yeah.
So I'm a Jesuit in formation, and part of formation is I studied philosophy for 3 years. Now I'm working for 3 years. I see if I have any salt to hold a job, and then I'll go study and I'll be ordained a priest in 2029. So I'm 6 years a Jesuit when my first
They
year
have
of
that
Regis.
platform that's over there.
And you teaching theology?
5 sections of juniors, which is a sweet spot. I love the juniors. I'm sorry.
I did this
Good.
in
Junior, I'm sorry if any other grades, but juniors know how to use a pencil and like where things are.
I don't know about ours.
It's like an Apple Pencil, maybe.
And skipping juniors, they're still in school and they know I can wreck them. So they are happy.
Heads in the game.
And I love to remind them. I'm just
but like Ice Ranch, just down below. But still,
great to meet you. Great to be here. I'm going to go
everybody was like, oh yeah, numbers and see the kids so clear because you're so on top and there's no music. So it was
like, it was great when I broadcasted from there, but that would be perfect to build at a place like that, because they have a rooftop on it. You could just put the wood across it, build it, and then put a ladder up, and it's totally perfect. You know, but would Big Bear do that? No. No way that happens. But we can dream, right?
No, he's in.
I bet you if you talk to the people you know at East, if East ever had you game for him, NCA's out of there, because if he can maneuver the
Out of Big Bear, or
if you can maneuver something like that being built in, I was saying I saw this in New Jersey. They had a built like crow's nest above the storage room, and there was a ladder up, and I climbed up, and he had a perfect platform with railings, everything.
I think that's where their guy was sitting last time we had a game. I feel like, yeah, it's like over there. Yep.
Not a lot of work, but he's looked good.
Yeah. Oh. So you won't be there Saturday? For the last one, or the last one of the year. I mean, I know I kind of like reserved it or whatever. Because I thought the sponsor for that last game, or the last game was, her son got hurt, so. I like that. I like Pueblo. I mean, I love the roof or whatever it is, you know, that wood or whatever. It's crazy.
All right, we're back and we're better than ever as we get rolling here for second period action.
Back for the second. Want to see the Raiders continue this a really pretty dominant first period, I think, for the Raiders, and you know, keep their foot down on this team, because this is a 4-1 hockey team coming in, so obviously they know how to score some goals.
See what the coaching adjustments do for Vista as the puck drops down. And the Raiders want to get off to a quick start here at the beginning of the second. And there's a little fumble puck that ends up in under the glove there of Easton Sparks, but
yeah, you know, Vista comes out pretty heavy hit there on Otero going into those sideboards right there. So I imagine they'll come out physical in the second period.
anything they can do to try to slow up the Raiders, I'm sure, is their plan.
Yep.
And I'm sure you're going to see a lot of them trying to get pucks deep. But the interesting thing will be, can they get out of their own end when the Raiders get pressure?
That's right.
Now there is a shot through traffic that luckily goes wide of Sparks.
Yeah, good thing number 6 there for Vista didn't get a deflection on that. That could have been interesting.
There's the quick feed of number 11 that we saw for brief flashes during the first period.
Yeah.
He gets that one deep. And Easton freezes it up on the left side of his net and says, let's get a whistle and a change here. Long change period always, you don't want to get trapped in your defensive zone with the long changes in the second. So we'll get that top line out and see if they
so Raiders come back out with the Beck line for that defensive zone face-off. Vista wins that face-off.
Pad save there from Sparks, but not out. It's kept in and fired back in deep.
Oh, bad, kind of a little water on the ice right there, huh?
Yeah, that was water. It felt like a quick ice make to me, and maybe a little extra water was laid down. But Brenner now with an opportunity.
Ooh, nice little idea there. Looking for Nolan Williams cutting through the slot right there.
Yeah, just tied up nicely by the defender.
Yes, sir. Oh, wow.
Beck. Oh, the Snow Angel makes the save as he's down on his backside wondering, is it in my net?
Yeah, nice play there by number 18 to sort of just stuff it into his pads right there. Because I think that puck was still moving behind him even.
Cross ice pass came across the crease. That looked like it was going to be a nice deflection. Actually, 21 Jack Lyons for Vista made a nice play there to tip that away, but then right away, Raiders with the pressure bring it right back on and force a really nice save from the netminder.
Yep, so back out with the McCulloch line with Avery Osgood pressing the action down here in the right-hand corner.
That one bounces through at the point, though. Raiders get it right back in deep.
So if Tom and I lose focus on this when these guys are out, we apologize, but you know.
Or if we're just centering up our focus on 2 of 5 players on the ice.
That's right.
As Osgood tries to get one to the net there. And the Raiders with nice forecheck pressure.
Yep.
Mahalik trying to fight one loose there. Ties the man up, takes it away, feeds it out front. Nice speed.
Oh, looking for
and
Osgood.
There it is.
Boy, Osgood got tripped right there coming out, but I don't think that was going to get called. So,
That
but good pressure from this line right here.
Could be a good beginning to a Mahalik-Osgood connection.
There we go. We'll take it. They got 2 years. They got 2 years together to work on it.
And Vista unable to get the start they wanted as they found themselves under a little bit of duress, but they do have an offensive zone chance. But the wraparound gets turned aside and Mahalik plays it out there.
Oh, nice play there by Harry Sorensen. Raiders coming, and we'll get a line change here. Cieslak coming out with his line. I thought that was going to be icing, but no.
I said Damrath had a play, so that's going to force Easton to freeze it as a man came barreling down on his crease. Yeah, I think sometimes you'll see those linesmen, they're a little finicky when it comes to icing calls. If they think a player has anything remotely close to a play on the puck, they like to keep the movement going there. So.
Yeah. Cieslak gets kicked out. Not sure why, but Barnes wins the faceoff anyway. The Raiders have done really well tonight at the faceoff dot, and it really makes a difference.
There's a nice play. Way to fight through Edison Barnes as he gets through the man on the far side. And that creates a chance. Can he get the shot off? Yeah, pad save made, though, but a good stretch.
Good job by Otero to get that shot on net. Almost.
You don't see Jake fan on many from the point.
No.
But that was about to fire in, and instead it becomes an icing on Vista, but probably a much-needed change for them as the Raiders were eyeballing a few more chances at the net. And what does Vista get for their reward? They get the Ian Beck line coming out.
Of course.
In the offensive zone for a faceoff.
Seems a little bit unfair.
Beck gets that back to the point. Sticked aside by the netminder. He has been sharp since that Beck goal.
He has.
And there's a little bit better transition right there through the neutral zone by Vista, as they were able to get that advanced up and get it in. Now they didn't get anything going offensively with numbers because the Raiders were back.
Good job by Williams, just keeping his feet moving through that check right there.
Williams tripped down, but that still gets poked out by Vista. The Raiders dump that in and touch up.
The fate line out here. Brenner and Beck still on.
Cedar, see how he plays up high into the neutral zone? So Cedar's not allowing them to get any type of movement through the neutral zone. You control that neutral zone, you're going to control the offensive flow, and then chances like that
Ian Beck
are going to happen. And Ian Beck's going to find his second goal of the game, opening the second period, scoring to make it 4-0 at 12:44. And the Raiders are cooking.
Raiders are cooking. 4-0 with 12:44 left here. So
I'm not sure if that was Brenner that sent that across. Who gets the assist there? We'll wait for the call. Here's the rebound, or the replay.
yeah, we're seeing the replay from behind the net. We didn't look quick enough to see who made that pass. we'll see who gets credit for the assist. The Warrat line out with Alex Warrat, Andrew Brennick, and Drew Fate right now.
Oh, high stick from
Warrat playing with a high stick, but he's able to get the puck, get possession of the puck.
That's a situation where a heady play by a Vista player would be let that puck sit and wait, let bodies clear out, force the touch if he goes all the way down. 17.
17 effect assist to number 18.
It was Brenner. It was Brenner. Good.
And Regan gets the assist, secondary assist for his great work up here at center ice. So,
but that was probably a good educated guess there, Tom, on who might be getting that be getting that assist.
Don't give me much credit there. It's easy to name Parker Brenner.
I know. I'm not
Nolan Williams.
You just got to pick between the two of them right there.
Yeah,
so
I can't put that into my Nostradamus book of predictions. That's just common sense. That's all that was. Well, the Raiders fire one back down in, and Vista's going to try and stretch out. They get at their own blue line, room to move. That's a little puck-moving defenseman, that 23. Saw he had some free feet, but tapped away nicely and easily there by Luke Damrock, another part of his game that's so steady defensively.
Sorensen was looking to stretch Osgood right there, but that pass didn't connect, and we have icing on the Raiders. We get a face-off down deep in their zone, 4-0 Raiders. Here with 11:13 in the second.
You get a little juice on that area pass, and it just comes off the boards at an angle that they just can't read.
That one was hard. So the Raiders have been winning face-offs all night. They don't win that one, though.
Well, that's just the kiss of death when my kids
Yeah, I know.
But here he comes. Opportunity if he can win the puck. Nope, slides on him.
Well, he can win it right there and create quite an opportunity for himself right there.
A big jump step up, and see, there's the coverage. Look at Sorensen getting back, covering up for his D, and there's going to be a floater that goes through a couple of gloves and down ice. But Harry just being a responsible forward, covering back as the D jumped the play. And now Avery's going to try.
Avery Osgood with the turnover right there, but good recovery by Kornmesser and Luke Damrath. The Raiders will come back the other way. Past Osgood. Osgood just unable to control.
Just bounced off the stick. We got Cieslak's line now gets the full change as they jump out. Good play again on the D end. But back into the Raiders zone, coming across. There's an opportunity out front. Nice stick there by Damrath to prevent that pass. Out top, it comes, but in close. And the nice thing for Sparks has been so far, not a lot of traffic in front of the net. A couple of times where he's had to try and find pucks through a crowd, but otherwise he's been seeing the puck just fine. And easy covers there for Easton. He'll take that all night.
But has gotten a little, he's not sitting back, not able to sort of get in the game. There's been a little bit of pressure, and he's obviously made all the saves so far.
The face-off dot win for the Raiders. As long as you and I don't talk about it until it happens, it's just fine.
I know.
Nice play in there by Benny to get that in deep.
Yeah, another shot on net by Cieslak right there.
And good forecheck pressure from Otero forces the turnover. That's right in Crowell's wheelhouse, but a nice block by Vista as they flip that around in deep.
Jake was lining one up right there, but I think the Vista player, number 26, thought a little better of it.
And now here's a chance for Joppe to jump. We'll feed it up ice.
Got a 3-on-2 right here. Joppe shot.
Just over the top, short side shot.
Eddie Barnes.
Nice save on Barnes. There's Joppe able to keep it in.
Yeah, Barnes and number 11 for Vista. Playing a heavy game on each other for sure.
And there's a Raiders stretch in the middle. I like that it was picked off though by Nolan.
I like that too. Nolan Williams. And he's
snap.
Coming back the other way, and the net pops off the moorings.
Love the way he cut that
Boy,
puck. in stride.
He's got that side-to-side speed that you just don't. There's nobody. I mean, literally, I don't think there's just about anybody on this team even that cuts side to side, except Ian, that cuts side to side like Nolan Williams does.
And it puts a defender on their heels, and they just can't control that. He can go in so many different directions. Speaking of different
Ian Beck looking for his hat trick right there.
Can feel that coming with this line, keeping pressure up. Nice keep in there by Regan, but then tap loose. And good play by Vista just to get it out. But really, all Vista's been able to do so far here in the second is get out of harm's way. Periodically, they have not had any significant offensive
And then
flow.
they create a turnover right there. Oh, Parker Brenner looking for the pass to Williams. Or maybe he was looking for Ian Beck right there.
Just love the creativity of this line. They're always trying to find each other.
Well, and Brenner plays like he's got eyes in the back of his head. I mean, he had an assist on this ice in the Monarch playoff game, sort of cutting through that slot down low to Nico Pinheiro in the that got the Raiders into the semifinals of the CHASA playoffs last year, and it was quite a play.
Ooh, short side shot. I think that went on the outside of the net, but
yeah, we didn't hear anything for sure.
And that's the first time you've had to see the Raiders ice a puck just to get off the ice and get a change. And Vista hoping to find some level of pressure like that moving forward. But Easton Sparks doing just fine in his pipes.
Yep. So 7:20 left here in the fast-moving second period for sure. 4-0 Raiders.
A couple of goals from Ian Beck.
A couple of goals from defensemen.
And a couple of defensemen as Jake Kroll and Dylan Paranjape round out the 4-0 lead. That was nice pressure by Warrup. They couldn't find the puck, so it comes out to center ice. Raiders will regroup and chip it ahead. D just under assault for Mountain Vista so much during this period there.
Nice keep in there by Jeremy Kornmesser, number 6.
There's a chance for Fate.
Great play by Fate right there. And now Warrat's got, if he could just get it on his stick, he had Brennick cutting.
Nice tap by number 8 for Vista as he just got enough wood on that puck. Otherwise, that pass was coming across, and Brennick was waiting.
I want to go all the way down. No icing. Kornmesser looking for Brennick. Oh, good pass there by Brennick right there, and Warrat chips it in.
Change coming for the Raiders, so that'll give some room for Vista to work. And mind your position there as the D gets back, and Jake sniffs that one out with some support from Osgood.
Well, that's a heavy hit from behind right there, frankly.
And a shot fought off by the blocker there, and the Raiders are going to end up, Harry's going to probably get a penalty here. The retaliation always getting called, as he'll get a rough in reaction to the hit.
Yeah, Harry didn't like that penalty, and I can't blame him for that. Yeah, that's got to get called.
That's an interference call all day. Easy to make, but, you know, and the refs, you know, that's just it. You got 2 refs out there. You got a full crew.
Yeah, and I thought this guy behind on the backside definitely should have seen that.
It should be the up ice ref that picks that up, watching the whole picture, right? The down ice ref's going to be watching the puck, watching the play in close.
Right.
You can't fault him for not seeing the hit away from the play, but unfortunately not picked up, and the Raiders find themselves on the PK. But let's face it, hockey's not fair all the time.
It's not, and so far, just 2 penalties in this game, both on the Raiders. Now we got Barnes back on the penalty kill, and
that's
Barnes is a penalty kill. He's just a penalty kill problem.
Yeah,
for
he's just
teams.
a machine down in there. Perfect
Here he is
motor.
on the back check. Great work there by Barnes.
Jake, happy to have him out there. As Crowell says, I got room to work. It's any kid you see like that. Barnes has always had a motor.
Yep.
You turn that motor on during a PK, and it's just so easy to watch. You just watch them reading the play, plus using their foot speed and hockey smarts to just sniff things out, and it just makes it so difficult for Vista to try to get anything set up.
Yep.
Well, pinched off back in the corner. Vista tried to work one through. Nice stick there by Joppe, forces him back up high. Cutting through the middle. Stick lift, knocks it free. Raiders can't control, stays in the zone. Vista can't get a shot off. He might want to take that from the point, but that's going to be deflected high over the top.
A good deflection there by Nolan Williams with his stick.
Vista with their first bit of control and setup.
Uh-oh.
Now an opportunity to break. Watch and learn as Nolan Williams, nice blocker save.
Very nice blocker save right there on Williams. I thought we were going to see Nolan's first goal of the Chassis season here. And you don't want to see, and no team wants to see Nolan get going because he scores goals in bunches.
The Raiders successfully kill that off as we get back to even strength at 3:56 here of the second. And Harry gets free and back out to the bench there. Quick movement, that misses the stick at back. Allows Vista to get a little bit of space, and they get it out to center ice, tapped
That's
on.
still got to be, well, I thought that he chipped that before the red line for sure.
Maybe a touch Lorenzo.
Maybe.
Otero with a chance, no. And Beck, nice puck support, breaks on. Now here's where he cuts, backhand shot, save.
Man, what a shot on.
And Brenner's shot.
Getting that shot on net. So with 3:12 left here in the second, we'll take the opportunity to thank our sponsors for tonight. They're here in the crowd, Brandon and Kelly Brennick. Thanks for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. We're unable. We can't do these broadcasts and bring these games to Regis fans anywhere and everywhere without our sponsorship. So thanks to the Brennicks and thanks to all of the Varsity families and businesses that have sponsored games and so generously throughout the year.
Because if not, John and I would just be in the stands talking to ourselves.
Right. Yeah,
Exactly.
we'd just be hanging out. So
3-0, just coming up on 3 minutes left here in the second is a fast-moving second period again.
Yeah.
Skates by, but the Raiders leading 4-0 with Ian Beck with the tally here in this period. And now a 2-on-1 developing. Warrat jumps it down. Brennick's cutting. Nice deep play on Warrat, but he gets it through to Brennick.
Good work by this line. I like the way they've been playing tonight. Brennick controls. Oh, looking for Jake Kroll, but follows his pass and maintains control.
Good stick for Vista, but they'll gain some space back in their own end. Cycling back number 8, he's going to get some pressure from Fate as Drew forces that turnover. But then right back onto the stick of 23 as he gets batted off. Probably not going to be a call there as they came together with the puck in the area.
Yeah, probably not a call there for Brennick, but good body work there. I think that's going to be too many men.
Yeah, I think so.
Too many men on the Raiders for sure.
Let's see if they, yeah, I think they're going to get the bench minor. And Brennick did a great job. Did you see him try to jump up onto the boards and not have the puck touch him?
He did.
As he tried to stay out of it.
The problem was I think he was basically at the red line when there were 5 other guys out there.
On. He's like going, I'm quick, but I'm not that quick. I'm pretty sure these guys are going to see me long before I get to the bench. But he made the effort, and he got 2 minutes in the sin bin.
That's really all you can ask for there. Yeah, he'll get the 2 minute. He'll definitely take those 2 minutes. Hard-working shift.
So we'll get things squared up here. Minute 54 left on the clock here in the second period. Third power play opportunity for Vista. And Vista yet to find their way to the box. Have the Raiders had a power play?
No power plays. No power plays.
But a shorthanded goal, so special teams is still loom large for the Raiders regardless.
Yeah, we're still 1-0 on special teams. I shouldn't have said that, should I, Tom?
We don't have that kind of control. No influence.
I should know better. You know, lawyers should know better than to make voluntary statements.
Puck up high. Raiders playing out on the points, keeping the pressure. There's Barnes, of course, back out. Shot in on Easton Sparks, knocked down and then covered by the glove.
Yeah, really good pressure for the really good defensive pressure on the penalty kill for the Raiders, and that kills off 37 seconds of this. I mean, the penalty will elapse the second that the period elapses.
We'll see if Beck can get a clear here as he wins the face-off, clears it down ice. Perfectly played off the glass, and look, of course, Nolan Williams with forecheck pressure. And there you go, Nolan just battling on pucks.
Oh, Ian Beck almost intercepted that pass on the back, on that hard back check work right there.
Vista gets it in deep on the near side boards. Puck goes squirted out as again chipped free by Williams and down ice. 48 seconds left here in the period. 48 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Raiders. There's a tap by Vista, so they get a jump as he gets in on, but shielded off nicely. Defensive play there, and that gives room for Beck to play. And here's a chance. 2-on-1 developing.
Oh!
Can't get it through. Nice defensive play made.
Yeah, good skate gets in the way right there for Vista. Otherwise, Nolan Williams is free, and now you got Parker Brenner controls the puck. Zach Lorenzo dumps it deep.
Final 10 seconds here on the frame as that comes up. And again, Raiders good through the neutral zone, good on the penalty kill. No real chances here for Vista.
Raiders have really played a really strong neutral zone game so far here. That's been noteworthy throughout these first two periods.
Yeah, I mean, Raiders 4-0 lead, and scoreboard really reflects the control on the ice and the flow of the game. Really handled well by the Raiders, and they'll get a chance here to talk a little bit in the locker room about how to lock down a third period and close a game out.
That's right.
Which is going to be so important as this chassis season progresses. And you got to keep things going. 4-0 lead going into the third, though. Raiders feel good.
Feel good.
Why don't we take a break?
We'll take a break. We'll be back in about 10. Thanks, everyone.
Well, welcome back. Third period action. The Raiders are right back out to center ice.
Yeah, just in time. All right.
So they'll come with the CZAC line to start things up. They've been strong.
Yep.
So right away, Vista will get after it. Fresh ice for the boys here to start the third, leading 4-0.
Kornmetzer. Oh, there's that water there again, right at the beginning of the third period.
That was actually a nice recovery because that almost stopped on me. Could have left that sitting there in a really dangerous spot. But settled down and working out onto the far side. Raiders will get this one up and out of the zone.
Oh, Seedslack looking for Otero. Otero just unable to control right there.
Getting a little water replay there for Vista as they almost turned that one over. Oh, Damrat takes a hit up high but gets the puck ahead. Quick change here for both sides. Partial change comes through as the back line will come out. I'm not sure if there's a formula here for Vista to get back in this game, but if they wanted to try to get back in, the first thing you're going to need is some consistent offensive zone pressure.
Yeah, and they just haven't gotten much of that tonight to speak of. Well, I think one of our players was right there at the blue line, and now we got a 3-on-1 developing. Oh no, Parker Brenner offsides, I think.
Brenner jumped the blue line just a step early. I'm not sure if Nolan just maybe a little bit of a lateral move with the stick and the puck. I don't know.
Yeah, Parker's shaking his head. I don't know if he agrees with that call, but or if he's shaking his head at that sort of last second move. But too bad, because that was a problem developing for Vista.
Yeah, the 3-on-1 was going to be an opportunity that we hate to see get turned aside.
Yeah, with those three.
And Vista will ice it down and will come back down and get an offensive zone face-off at 15:27. At least see if the top line can get a chance here. As Brenner goes off, so we may get a change, and we do.
We do. Fate, Brennick, and Warat coming out. Warat will take the offensive zone face-off, win it back to Zach Lorenzo.
A nice little leg there on the defensive play by the defender for Vista, but
you're going to get an icing. I don't think that touched Brennick's stick or Warat's stick. Sorry. And now a defensive zone face-off for the Raiders. 15-16 left here in the third.
Yeah, Cedar wasn't trying to dump that all the way down. He was looking for the deflection.
Or the chip. Yeah, that little chip in right there, and just missed Warat's stick.
Opportunity here for the Raiders to work out of the defensive end as Fate
will get good outlet pass there by Drew Fate.
Quickly on Brennick. Nice give up there for Warat, but easy glove. Made that look nice and relaxed and easy for Vista as he hung out on his edge of his crease and said, I'll just kind of hold on to that and take a face-off.
Gotten good work from this line tonight.
Yeah, all the Raider lines have really found offensive flow and pressure at times.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's another chance to get something deep. Unfortunately, backhanded out of play. Might have been deflected.
Yeah, it must have been, because that would have come out otherwise, I think, right?
Yeah, ref was right on it as he pointed inside the zone to give opportunity for Warat to take a draw there. Nice win forward.
Yeah, very nice win by Warat.
A good body there defensively.
Oh, nice play off the boards right there to Warat in front.
Warat will kick it back down in the corner. Now you have room to work. Opportunity there. Fate couldn't get it out front. Brennick was kind of poaching, waiting. Instead, it comes ahead and out of the zone. That's going to get covered up by Sparks, I would expect, and he does, with a non-Russian Vista player trying to find a rebound.
Yeah, so the Raiders will get a line change there. Good shift there by the Warat line, out with the McCulloch, Osgood. Why am I spacing here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that looks like Brennick. Parker Brenner out there.
Yeah, Brenner's out. So a little bit of a change up there, and I'm not sure why, but Chance for Evan to bust up ice. Cuts middle, goes through the D on net.
Wow.
Unable to get around and get to that puck as the D
Well, that
shields him off.
forces a cover by the Mountain Vista goalie, and you get a offensive zone.
Good smart
draw.
defensive play by the center, or by the captain, excuse me, for Vista. As he sees the puck sliding, he says just play the body, rides Mahalik off, and he can't quite get around to get to that loose puck, gives his netminder a chance. But a good offensive chance there for Mahalik and company as he gets thrown out. He was just trying to pick out things and get things organized. Ref doesn't give him enough chance for it. Joppe's shot turned aside fairly easily there by the netminder, comes up the boards, but not out.
Ooh.
And there's a chance. Mahalik cuts it. Quick shot blocked off the pad and out of the zone. Well, Vista's got a cutting room. Deflected and in on Sparks. Quick cover. And a whistle here as the Raiders will get a change. Still a couple of chances there for that line.
Yep.
Still like to see a little bit more of an opportunity. I think something that I've seen Avery do for years back before, and I think he and Evan would do well together, is getting on the cycle down low.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd like to see that line be able to generate.
Yeah, and be able to sort of set up a solid forecheck as well on the and definitely cycling the puck down low. So hopefully we get to see them playing together a little bit more.
Here we go for Edison Barnes. He cuts middle, taps it on. Great pass.
There it is.
Cieslak with a backhand opportunity, turned aside, and the net comes off. Really nice look from Barnes.
Yeah.
For Cieslak. Thought we saw one generated there. Let's see how that looks on the short side.
Yeah, good save by the goaltender right there with the left pad.
It stays 4-0. Got a beautiful chance for Vincent Cieslak as he'll get a draw here now.
Vista wins that one finally. That's one of the first I've seen one against Cieslak tonight.
Yeah, I think the Raiders have probably won 70% of the face-offs tonight.
Yeah, it's been a good face-off night for the Raiders for sure.
That one slides all the way down ice, and Easton taking no chances there. Will glove that up and hold it. The Raiders will get a matching lineup here. As they come back, Cieslak will get a draw finally. We win yet another there as that comes ahead.
Otero gets pulled down, no call right there, but yeah, you kind of want. We're saying we want to get at least a glimpse of the Raider power play, but so far no dice tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's on the puck, I get that, but it felt like the stick might have been from behind, maybe a little bit of a hook there.
Yeah.
But they just call it as a garden variety check, and we'll move on.
Right. Well, the Raiders have been playing, have had a good night at 5-on-5, and even a good night at 4-on-5. So it's working for them.
The men in black and white have said they don't really need that opportunity.
That's right. They don't need the extra guy.
We're not going to give unless it's good. And here's a chance, walking in, short side shot, save
Great
made there.
save by Easton Sparks right there. Good positioning.
Comes out to the crease edge there, cuts down the angle. Doesn't want to give him short side, but at the same time, you know that far side post is where they're looking when they come down that right side wing. And he gets out and just cuts that angle down and gives him nothing as he swallows that puck up. So Beck will win that around, but a good jump up, poaching in there. Vista keeps it in the zone. Beck will wing it ahead, and it gets through the D this time and down ice. And look out, because here comes Nolan Williams.
Yeah, he's just got that extra gear, and now in the slot. Oh, he's looking for Brenner right there. Unable to find him, but showing off that speed just a little bit right there.
Now Joppe's dumping gets deflected out of the zone, but quickly right back, and Beck unfortunately couldn't settle as that puck had forced him to touch up as it went in on. We'll get it all the way back down to the Raider blue line for Parent Joppe.
High with the elbow right there, I thought.
I don't like that hit. Raiders aren't going to get that call. Forearm shiver. And that's going to be an icing on Vista. Yeah, Raiders are not getting many calls.
Nope.
But obviously, as you pointed out, haven't needed it either, as they've been super strong 5-on-5 and even shorthanded. They've killed off all 4 penalties they faced very routinely.
Well, and it's an opportunity with a heavy weekend ahead to, essentially kind of roll. I mean, I think right at this point, at least, roll 4 lines in the third period here for sure, and not lean so heavily on their top two for sure. So,
and missing Reese Peterson tonight with the illness. So nice to see the Raiders so consistent up and down the lineup tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully they get Reese back this weekend. Hopefully he's feeling better by Saturday night. Good footwork there by Luke Damrath.
Yeah. And you just look at the Raiders. I think the thing that Coach Ott should be happy with is they've been so responsible in their defensive zone, both forwards and defensemen. Yeah, really covering their spots, being in position, really not giving Vista any chances to speak of.
Right. And good physical work there by this Warrant line. Again, in the Vista zone. Nice pass there by Warrant up to Brennick.
And here's fresh on as Osgood as Avery jumps up. That gets played through and deep. Raiders have to circle back. Damrath can pick that up, and there's his room to break out. Gets into the skates there. Mahalik, nice pickup by Evan. Off the skate.
Yeah, Osgood offsides.
And a little bit of a late hit as Mahalik had already released that puck. But it was after the whistle and the offsides, and we'll take a face-off outside the zone.
Yeah, I mean, Vista not able to get much going here. And the thing the Raiders got to be aware of is the hitting as we get late in the game here.
Well, that one gets dumped in. Netminder taps a piece, and there's an opportunity for the Raiders. Back up high, shot well over the top of the netminder. Osgood can't quite get there on the near side. Joppe's back to play it. Turns it over. A broken stick. Drop it, don't play it. There we go. Up
Comes Brenner looking for Osgood. Scores it.
Quick shot, glove side, puts it home.
Great pass there by Brenner.
Fresh on, finds Osgood. No question, as he read that perfectly. Probably
Heck of
gave him
a
a
pass
little look
there.
off. Looks him off on the left side, and then boom, beats him glove side to make it 5-0 at 9:38.
Heck of a pass there by Parker Brenner, though. Made that play happen. Saw Osgood cutting through the slot. And the Raiders putting it into cruise control with a 5-0 lead here in the third.
We'll wait for the call, but that should be Osgood from Brenner. 81 from 18.
Yeah. Superimpose those numbers right there.
That's right. And the thing I liked about that play, too, was the fact that we had our defenseman break a stick, and he had to go to the bench. So we were really 4-on-5. But
Another shorthanded goal there, Tom.
Yep.
9:38 third period. Scored by number 81, Avery Osgood. Assist number 18, Parker.
There you have it, confirmed. And on the scoreboard, 5-0, now down to 8:54. And that may take a little bit of the energy out of this Vista lineup. It'll be interesting to see what they can do now.
Yep, no question about it. And we'd like to see the Raiders kind of, just keep their foot on the gas through the remainder of this third period. Nice to have a little night off to get to get a little rest tomorrow night and
Yeah.
then get back at it Saturday night.
But maintain your defensive structure the rest of the way.
That's right.
You know, you don't need any extra goals here, obviously, so it's really more about playing a sound defensive game.
Ooh, good work there. That's that work by Damrath right there with the stick. That's that confidence you were talking about earlier, Tom.
Yeah. And there, right there, holding off the body. Good position on the near side boards.
And for him, it almost looks like he slows the game down just a little bit, you know? It doesn't look like it's 100 miles an hour all the time, but he's just got such a good degree of patience that it's really fun to watch him play.
Top line across. Nolan will get a piece of the D-man there. Raiders still want to make sure they play a physical game when they need to.
Oh, good work there by Paranjape to be right in the right spot at the right time. Here comes Nolan Williams. He's going to cut through.
Backhand.
Oh!
Saw that developing. Nice save by the netminder.
Yes, sir.
Shot and a score.
I think Brenner got the deflection there. I think Brenner kind of paid for that deflection a little bit too, because it looks like I don't know what's hurting. His hand is hurting a little bit, but he deserves the credit for that goal for sure. And the Raiders up 6-0 here with 7:10 left in the third.
Came off the stick on the far boards of off from the point. Yeah, hit the glove and deflected back on the netminder. So that was from the point. So I think that might be Crowell's second point of the night, an assist and a goal for Crowell, I think, as we wait for the call.
Jake Crowell putting himself on the scoreboard.
There you have it.
And number 4,
And so Williams gets the assist. And
ooh, good pass there to Warat. Warat looking to in good control there by Warat and Fate and Brennick down low. They've had a nice game tonight. Oh, Brennick looking for the deflection there.
So that puck goes far side and can't get out. And Cedar keeps that in. Fate gets bodied down in the corner, but keeps the puck up in the play. And the only play for Vista is the clear and the icing down ice. So what I've really enjoyed tonight too is that players that initiated these scoring opportunities with hard work have been rewarded. Earlier on, Harry Sorensen with that great pressure up front ends up getting the assist on the Paranjape goal.
Yeah, and just for everybody's reference, that was corrected, and Sorensen does get credit for that assist.
And then right there, Nolan Williams really started that play out with his play up into the offensive zone, and then he gets the secondary assist there. And I love to see players rewarded for hard work, because we all know the goals are made by the hard work and the good pass. That's what really makes that happen.
Yeah.
But a beautiful deflection by the glove of Parker Brunner gets him on the sheet.
Well, and Brenner all over the scoreboard tonight. Great pass on the Osgood goal a little bit earlier here in the period. He's had a really nice game.
Indeed. Good to see that kid back. Back from injury, I think you can officially say he's ready to go for the rest of Chassa. Oh, Mahalik takes a hit up high, and he gets defense came from his line mate. We'll get a roughing call or a cross-check call. I have no issue with that, as I appreciate Cedar Brenner stepping in there.
Good job by Parker. Good to see. Good to see Parker's obviously shaking off that little. Looked like he was shaking his hand or his wrist or something that he got that deflection on, but looks like he's just fine. So.
And for you folks at home, running clock winding down through 4:15 with the 6-0 lead for the Raiders. Mercifully giving Vista a shorter time here on the ice.
That's right. Well, still no power plays for the Raiders tonight. Not a one. Not one.
Yeah,
crazy.
Surprising.
And there weren't a lot last weekend either. I think there were maybe 2 or 3. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean.
At the most.
But you love to see the 5-on-5 game develop
Sure.
like it has, and not to mention the 4-on-5
Oh,
game.
what a pass by Cieslak!
Oh, and a save made as Edison Barnes, the beneficiary of another bit of hard work there from Vincent Cieslak as he sets up Edison.
Cieslak with that backhand, with that sort of almost behind the back backhand pass. What a pass, and right on Barnes' stick. And Barnes just unable to put it home right there. So 3:15 left here.
I think Mountain Vista might be looking at the refs and going, can we decline the penalty and just not have to play 5-on-4? Because they've been torturing us shorthanded. Coming through the far side, they'll get it in deep. Slowed up behind the net there by Sparks. And the steady Zach Lorenzo and his deep partner back there. Cedar clears it.
Good clear by Regan right there. As he got 200 feet of ice in front of him. He just does the right thing right there.
Vista.
Yeah, Vista's getting maybe just a little bit chippy here. Yeah. Now we're getting Ian Beck and number 11 for Vista.
Two captains came together just to discuss things.
Right.
Talking about the state of affairs. And a quick shot. Now there was a chance, fought off nicely.
Yeah, that might have been
Vista's.
Vista's. Was probably. Oh yes!
Oh,
a
high
high
stick.
stick on Nolan Williams. Wow.
Love the hand-eye of Nolan Williams. He was that close to being gone.
Well, they're going to discuss that, but I think we're going to get a face-off at center ice right here.
I think it'll go in the Raiders zone as he played it, so they'll take it down. But that was so close.
Yeah, Nolan Williams was going to be gone right there. So 1:30 left here. A pretty dominant victory for the Raiders tonight.
Back in his own end, Damrath again. Nice reverse out.
It's just that slowing the game down patience right there.
Warrat didn't get it quite off the stick, picked off, but deflects off the stick of a Raider defender and in on Sparks quick to make sure he maintains that control. Easton staying nice and sharp, seeing pucks. It's tough sometimes for a goalie. You know, when you don't face a ton of shots or high volume or just high opportunity shots, to stay focused and stay in the game for those situations like he's seen a handful of times tonight.
Yep.
All right.
All right. We'll give him a win on that.
Yep. Hops through Mahalik's stick.
Oh!
Good deflection.
All right, good deflection. The Raiders just unable to keep that puck in.
And I think we might actually get the first Vista penalty. And it's a power play opportunity.
Well, I think the clock's going to expire before the power play opportunity.
He may not even get in the box
really
before the clock expires.
And I think that's going to close this thing out as everybody's hopping over the boards. So thanks again to the Brennecks for sponsoring tonight as the clock runs off. 6-0 dominant victory for the Raiders. And
great start to the weekend, and really great to be back with Regis Hockey. I hope I can be on the mic with you guys as much as possible.
This was a lot of fun, Tom, and I had a lot of fun doing this with you. So we'll be back on Saturday night up from Fort Collins, or just south of Fort Collins, I guess. Raiders against the Poudre Valley School District, which is the Fort Collins team. I think 8:15 is the start time on Saturday night.
Yep.
And
great start to a Chasso weekend. 6-0 win for the Raiders.
Definitely
here
the Raiders
over Mountain Vista.
Definitely the Raiders 2-0-1 now in Chasso play, and look to keep it going on Saturday night. And we'll see everybody then. Thanks again to the Brennecks.
Thank you. Night, everybody.
Shots in the third period for the Regis Jesuit Raiders, 8 for a total of 30. For the Mountain Vista Eagles, 8 for a total of 18. Total final score tonight, 6-0 for the Raiders. Thank you for coming out. Drive safety.
Hey, good to get that first power play with no time.
I was like, oh my God, okay, well, we'll take it.
I mean, we must have like